This is the Mace, the strongest weapon in the game. It can kill anything in one hit, including the Ender Dragon, the Wither and the Warden. But you probably thought the Mace is not worth it, since you need to fall from high up to release its full power. And if you miss, well, you know the risk. But what if I told you that you can master the Mace in any situation and that you'll never have to worry about fall damage ever again? Let me show you. Are you ready? Let's break it down. To craft the Mace, you need a breeze rod dropped by the breeze and a heavy core, found in the ominous vaults in the trial chambers. The breeze rod is not really the problem. The heavy core is the item that is hard to get, having only a 7.5% chance to be collected from an ominous vault. You can watch my other video if you want to learn the best ways to easily raid a trial chamber. But for now, let's see how the Mace works. You might think the Mace is strong, even without its special smash attack, but it's actually not the case. A normal attack with the Mace deals the same damage as an iron sword in Java Edition or a simple stone sword in Bedrock Edition. And besides that, in Java the Mace is almost 3 times slower than the sword, so using it as a normal weapon is pointless. Its true power only unlocks when you perform a smash attack, and fortunately that's easier than you might think. So how do you actually perform a smash attack? Well, all you need to do is hit a mob after falling at least 1.5 block. The farther you fall, the more damage you deal. A successful smash attack will negate all fall damage by resetting your fall height to where you made the hit, no matter how far you fell. Quite literally, the sky is the limit. But here is the crazy part. You can already perform a smash attack just by jumping off a single block and hitting right before you land. That boosts your damage from just 3 hearts to 9 hearts. That's nearly double the damage of a Netherite sword. You can kill all these mobs already in just one hit by simply jumping off one block. I bet you didn't realize it could be that easy. But we're just getting started. By jumping from 2 blocks, you can kill almost every common mob, like zombies, skeletons and creepers. The Mace might seem to get less practical when you're jumping from 2 blocks or higher, since you need to find a way to climb up. Your target might have moved out of reach already before you got the chance to hit it. But there's a simple trick to make this much easier. And this is where wind charges come in. Just throw one straight down to launch yourself up to 6 blocks in the air. You can even reach up to 12 blocks if you jump at the same time. And the best part is that you don't take any fall damage, even if you miss your target. You only start taking fall damage if you land 3.5 blocks below where you started. So it's super safe. Using wind charges, you can use the Mace anywhere and kill even more mobs in one hit, as long as you have enough space above you, of course. In Java Edition, you can place wind charges in your offhand, making it super easy to use the Mace. Right-click to launch yourself, then left-click to smash. In Bedrock, you cannot place wind charges in your offhand, so you need to manually switch back to the Mace before landing. It takes some getting used to, but once you get the rhythm down, it works fine. On the plus side, Bedrock has no attack cooldown, which makes the Mace much faster and more effective than in Java. With wind charges, you can one-shot nearly every mob in the game, even players in full iron, diamond or netherite armor. There are only a handful of mobs left that won't die in one hit, although the Piglin Brute just needs one more normal hit with the Mace to be killed. To kill another player wearing full protection 4 netherite armor in just one hit, you need to fall from 30 blocks high. To kill the Ender Dragon, you need to fall at least 180 blocks. The Wither is even harder, with 191 blocks. Although that is if you play Java or when you play easy difficulty in Bedrock. If you're playing medium difficulty in Bedrock, the Wither requires 294 blocks. The Warden is the toughest, with 319 blocks. Unless you're playing Bedrock on hard difficulty, where you need to fall 396 blocks to kill the Wither. That's an insane height. But an unenchanted Mace is just the beginning. With the right enchantments, you will be surprised how strong it can be. These are the 9 enchantments you can apply on the Mace. Of course, it's always best to have Unbreaking and Mending on any gear, but Density, Breach and Windburst are unique to the Mace. Let's start with Density. Density adds 1/4 of a heart of damage per fallen block per level. At Density 5, that's 1.25 hearts per block, so 5 extra hearts after a tiny 4 block fall. And the result? One shot a Protection 4 Netherite player from just 9 blocks. Or even 8 with a Strength 2 effect. An Iron Golem 15 instead of 47. The Ender Dragon 52 and the Warden 93 compared to 319 without Density. Breach reduces the effectiveness of the armor of your target, making each hit land harder. It's not so useful in single player, but really shines in PvP battles. A Breach 4 mace combined with Strength 2 can kill a Protection 4 Netherite player in just 4 critical hits, compared to 6 with a Sharpness 5 Netherite sword. And since there's no cooldown in Bedrock Edition, a Breach 4 mace is actually better than a Sharpness 5 Netherite sword. It's not compatible with Density, so choose what works best for you in PvP. Just remember that a shield can block and therefore cancel your mace attack, except if you hit them from behind. But in single player, definitely go for Density. Windburst doesn't add damage. Instead, every successful smash launches you back up, letting you chain smash attacks. Sounds OP, right? But unlike using a wind charge, each launch still counts as falling, so you can easily kill yourself after killing every mob below you. So interestingly, out of all 3 levels, Windburst 1 is the sweet spot. Why, you might think? Well, first, it's safer. An 8-block launch will cost you only 2.5 hearts when you hit the ground, but you can cushion your fall with a Windburst or something else to avoid any fall damage. Second, it gives more damage per second. 2 smashes from an 8-block fall deal more damage than one 16-block smash. Third, it's easier to aim. The knockback is less and mobs don't have much time to run off. And fourth, you rarely need more than 8 blocks. Most mobs are already dead by then, especially in combination with Density 5. So in short, the best enchantments for your mace are Mending, Unbreaking and Density, with Windburst as an extra option if you like it. For PvP, you can swap Density for Breach depending on your playstyle. Now that you have seen how strong and effective the mace can be, you might still wonder, how do you actually time your hits right, so you don't miss and die? Well, there are 2 ways to do this. The safe and simple method and the bold and brave method, just like in my Diamond Gear video. The bold and brave method is all about timing. You fall, aim and strike at just the right moment. If you hit, great, you smashed your target. If not, well, you know what happens. The safe and simple method is exactly what it sounds like. Just spam click your attack button while falling until you hit something. Easy, right? But why not always use this method? But that depends on the game version you play. You see, whenever you attack while falling with any weapon, you deal a critical hit, which adds 50% extra damage. That's true for both Java and Bedrock, but the way it works in each version is different. In Java Edition, weapons have a cooldown. You only perform a critical hit if your weapon is at least 85% cooldown. So if you're spam clicking, none of your hits will be critical and your mace will deal a lot less damage. But in Bedrock Edition, you can spam all you want. There's no cooldown, so every swing counts and critical hits are easy to pull off. That's why timing matters much more in Java than in Bedrock. And once again, this makes the mace a faster and better weapon in Bedrock than in Java. So, now you know how to master the mace. It takes some practice, but once you're used to it, nothing else hits quite like it. Let me know in the comments what do you think. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe to don't miss any future videos to learn everything about classic and new Minecraft features. And remember to watch this video if you want to learn how to raid a trial chamber to get the mace. Or watch this video. Thank you for watching and I will see you in the next one.